Hi. Today is one of the days of so-called referenda in the occupied territories of Ukraine, and at the same time Russians are running away from their own country to all neighboring countries, and some of them already closed borders for them. Some of they are considering this option. Now I will tell you more about this, and you please subscribe to my channel to follow, to know everything from the first hands. Two topics are the most important during recent days. First is Russian mobilization. They call it partial, but in reality it's a general mobilization. And they try to take as many people as they can to mobilize them. And as an answer to this, Russians are running away from their own country. And there are huge lines for many kilometers on the borders which are open to them. Georgia, Kazakhstan. Also there is absolutely crowded all airports, and they are full of men who are trying to escape from Russia and to fly away from Russia. And it looks like absolutely awful. And now this is the result of Putin's regime in Russia. Russians are running away from Russia. This is the result. What is very interesting is that a number of countries which neighbors with Russia already closed their borders for Russians, like Estonia, Finland, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland. Some of countries are considering this option. For example, in Kazakhstan, which is officially military ally of Russia, but their opposition, they address the government to close the borders. The same is happening in Georgia. Also, Russians trying to cross the border illegally, and number of them are already caught by border guards of Kazakhstan, and that's what's going on. On the second hand, those who can't run from Russia, there is unrest, especially in Caucasus regions of Russia. So, for example, in Dagestan today, even Russian law enforcement, they opened fire to the air for the moment, but there are also reports that some people are wounded in Dagestan, where people try not to take their men to Russian army. So there is a big tension and unrest inside the country. And these days also Russia is trying to make these so-called referenda in the south and eastern regions of Ukraine, Donetsk, Luhansk, Zaporizhia and Kherson regions. Certainly it's nothing common with the democratic procedure, and it's absolutely a mixture of circus and of international crime. Speaking about crime, there are a lot of evidences that they pressure people, making them to take part in the so-called referenda, the question of this referenda is like this: are you not against to join Russia? And the option number one, yes, I am not against. The second, no, I am not against. So that's how it looks like. But also it's like a circus, because they are voting everywhere, and also, for example, they're using some kind of actors which are putting on some historical clothes to show I don't know what, but it's a real circus. Take a look at this very funny video of so-called voting.
Участие в историческом референдуме принял и сам светлейший князь Григорий Александрович Потемкин-Таврический, государственный деятель, создатель Черноморского военного флота и его первый главноначальствующий генерал-фельдмаршал. А в 1784 году, будучи генерал-губернатором Новороссии, славный город Мелитополь.
Мы с матушкой-государыней Екатериной эти города основали, и вместе с Россией им быть должно. Мы вместе Россия.
So you see how, how awful all this is, and it's clear that Putin and the whole Russia looks very desperate, because all their goals, they can't achieve them, and they just try to annex Ukrainian territories, which nobody, any normal country in the world will ever accept. And at the same time, they continue their attacks. For example, today I woke up in Odessa from a number of attacks very close to my house, just several hundred meters from my house, of new attacks of Russia against the peaceful city. That is the reality of Ukraine today. We are gonna win this war, and please follow my channel to know all what's going on.